welcome back. Great to see ya. Happy you're here. For those of you who might not know, my name is Becca, and on this channel, I like to just talk about things that make me happy, whether that's anime or books or movies or video games or anything in between. I just like to talk about things that make me smile and interest me. And if that also interests you, then great. We did it. That's the goal. Woohoo! And if you haven't already, feel free to hit that subscribe button and we can chill and hang out on the regular. I think that would be cool, you know? I'd like to hang out with you more. Today, I got the Stardew Valley brain rot happening again, and I thought I'd do another video on it. For those of you who don't know, Stardew Valley, it's a farming game, though it's so much more. But you inherit a farm from your grandfather, which it is up to you to make the farm the best it can be. And you do that through planting crops, raising animals, fishing, foraging for food, and going into the mines and mining for different materials and fighting monsters. All while making connections with the villagers in town. And some of those connections are a little bit more than friends. As you give gifts and complete errands for the villagers in town, you increase your friendship levels. You see little different hearts, little different stages. And so those hearts rise in the game, and at certain levels, you either receive a gift or a recipe from the villager, or at a specific time, if you go to meet the villager, you get these little cutscenes, which show a little bit more depth to the character, and you get to know their story a little bit more. For the Bachelors and Bachelorettes of the town, once you have a level 8 hearts of friendship with them, you can purchase a bouquet and give it to them with the intentions of you wanting to be their boyfriend and girlfriend. This will make it so that you can have a 10 heart event cutscene with them, which is basically a little cutscene of them like confirming their feelings with you, confessing their feelings for you, and like your boyfriend-girlfriend ship being solidified. These are usually the last cutscenes that you'll see of this character, the last little character development that you'll witness from them, unless you marry them. Then you do get an extra little cutscene at the 14th heart event. I quite love these events. I think they're really cute and sweet, and I love being able to witness them in the game. They always bring me a lot of joy. Some definitely more than others, but all of them, you know, they've got some sweet points to them. So today I thought I'd rank all of the 10 heart event cutscenes from the Bachelors and the Bachelorettes. In one of my previous videos, which will be linked below, I ranked the Bachelors and Bachelorettes based on how I feel about them. But you'll find that with these cutscenes, there's a little bit of a difference on how I rank them. I'm gonna rank the 10 heart event cutscene on how well I think that the story arc was completed for the character, for the Bachelor and the Bachelorette. Also, you know, this is a confession. This is a confession cutscene. So I kind of want to rank them on how well, you know, that element is as well. You know, the romantic cuteness of the cutscene. That has to be considered in the ranking as well. How I'm gonna rank them is a 3-class tier system. We got, at the bottom, the meh class. So it was like, oh, okay, that was good. I didn't really feel like this completed anything. Just meh, just a meh cutscene, you know? Then we have the good. You know, it was a good. I felt good about this. It had like the romantic vibes. It was sweet. It was cute. A lovely little confession, little cutscene. And then we have the S tier. Superior tier. I feel like the character development was really strong. I feel like the confession was really great. I feel like the story was completed very well. At least the story was completed, you know, to the 10 heart event. Again, there are 14 heart events if you choose to marry the Bachelor and Bachelorette. Also note that Krobus will not be ranked in these guys. Okay, we love Krobus. We love him very much. But sweet baby Krobus, not going to be ranked in this. Okay. Also, if you feel like you have some differing opinions on this ranking, perfect. I love it. I want to hear about it in the comments. I want to hear why you would rank something a little bit differently, because that's what it's all about. That's the beauty of Stardew Valley. There is so much in this game for everyone that we're all going to have different opinions, and I'd love to hear about it. But you know, remember, keep it nice, positive. We're just here to have a good time. Also, no, if you haven't gotten to all of these cutscenes and you don't want any spoilers, feel free to pause the video now. Go play the game, have some fun, experience those cutscenes, and then come back. We can chat some more. We can see where your ranking differs from mine, or maybe it's the same. But yes, go play, have fun. We'll see you later, okay? So for the rest of you who've stayed, let's get into the ranking. So first up, we're gonna talk about my boy Harvey, the doctor, the man in town who loves them planes. A tired sweet bean, Harvey. For Harvey's cutscene, you, the farmer, and Harvey go on a hot air balloon ride. And this is huge for Harvey because, as we all know, he loves planes, but he is afraid of heights. But with the farmer by his side, Harvey feels that he can take on his fears, push through them, and enjoy the thing that he wants to enjoy, which is flight. He's able to get over his fear of height because the farmer is there. I feel like in this cutscene, there's a lot of character development for Harvey. I mean, when you first meet Harvey, he's very closed off, very professional. You know, he takes you into his little doctor's office and gives you a little checkup. And during the time that you get to know him, he opens up more and more of his life to you, showing his softer, little sweeter side. And I feel like this cutscene, Harvey is really opening up and showing a lot of vulnerability. He's literally facing his fears with you at this moment. And then he confesses his feelings for you. It closes a little bit of a loop of your relationship development with Harvey. And so for our first ranking, I'm putting Harvey's cutscene in S class. It's superior. It really does complete a whole story arc of Harvey in this. Next up, we have Maru. In Maru's 10 heart event cutscene, you, the farmer, and her launch her robot that she's been making into the sky for it to go to space. It's a really beautiful little cutscene, you know? She's completed her little robot, loves it, and then, you know, she gives you a little kiss on the cheek and confesses her little feelings for you. I'm putting this cutscene in the good tier. I do feel like Maru is probably one of the most confident people in all of the Bachelor and Bachelorette. She really knows who she is, and she just does her own thing. It's actually really inspiring. I quite like Maru for that. She just is very confident in who she is. She has a lot of support from her family in that. And I feel like you as the farmer, you get to see a little bit of her life. She allows you into her life to show you all of these things. And you know, I think she really appreciates that somebody is showing interest in what she also shows interest in. I just feel like for other characters, there are bigger developments that happen within their story arc. And Maru's is sweet and cute. And you do get to witness all of these wonderful things that make Maru who she is. But yeah, I just rank her in the good. It was a good, lovely little 10 heart cutscene. Next up, we have Alex. Ugh, Alex, sweet Alex. He takes you into the back room of Goss's bar, rents out the whole room for you, and you share a wonderful, cute little one-on-one meal with him. It's very sweet. It's very cute. I feel like Alex's cutscenes are very heavy and very sad. I know a lot of people talk about how hard it is to kind of watch Shane's cutscenes, but I feel like Alex's cutscenes definitely make my heart hurt a lot more sometimes. Some of them I'm like, ow, what? What's going on? Thank God, you know? Thank God we got here. Thank God we got to this lovely little sweet little time with him. And for Alex's ranking, I'm actually gonna have to split him off into two different categories. Here's why. If you play as the female farmer, I'm gonna rank you in the good tier. I feel like this is a very good conclusion. You know, he confesses to you. It's very sweet. You have a really great dinner. I feel like he's been vulnerable with you throughout this whole thing. So this is just like a nice little like, hey, I like you too. Let's have dinner. My dog's gonna pop out of the window at the end of it. It's gonna be cute. But I'm also gonna rank this scene in the S tier if you play as the male farmer. I feel like when you're the male farmer, there's just a little bit more vulnerability shown from Alex that just bumps this scene up into the S tier. He's been vulnerable with you throughout his whole arc. If you play as the male farmer, there's a little bit more to his confession that just feels a little bit more open and honest, more, I keep saying it, vulnerable than if you're playing the female farmer and having this 10 heart event with him. I personally have never played as a male farmer and pursued Alex, but I have seen a couple of videos of people playing as male farmers and getting to this point in the game. He was a little bit more authentically himself. He was more open, honest. There was just a little bit more in that. If you're playing as a male farmer, Alex's cutscene is in the S tier. Female farmer, it's still good, it's still sweet, it's still cute, it still completes a little bit of an arc. You're in the good tier. Next up, we have Penny. Penny's heart event takes place at the spa. You guys go for a little swim together. It's super cute. She confesses to you. You share a little kiss in the pool. Oh, so cute. I feel like at first when I watched this heart event, I was like, oh, okay, great. Thanks, Penny. Thanks for inviting me to the pool. That was sweet. That was cute. I liked that. That was a good time. Yeah, whatever. It wasn't too big. It wasn't too flashy. So originally, I was just gonna rank her in the good category. That's it. However, I thought about it a little bit more and I realized that actually Penny inviting you to the pool is huge for her character development. It really shows her opening up and being super vulnerable with you. Penny has had a hard life, you know, living with her mom. It's hard. Her mom has got some problems. She's just trying to be who she wants to be, working hard, teaching Jazz and Vincent, all of these things. Nobody else is doing that, it's just Penny. And I feel like in her journey, she opens up to you more and more. There is a lot of trust that is built through her opening up to you more. I think this is the ultimate showing to the farmer, you, that she completely trusts you and completely feels safe with you when she invites you into like a pretty vulnerable place. I mean, you guys are in the pool swimming around. That's pretty vulnerable. And I feel like that's just a huge step in Penny's character development. And it really shows a huge arc for her. A huge leap, a leap of faith that she has in you. This hope that she puts in you of a better life. And me thinking about that a lot more has placed her in the S tier ranking. Her little heart event. S tier for you, Penny. Next up, we have Elliott. Oh, Elliott. See, this is where you're gonna see that I'm gonna put the bias aside and actually rank him in the good tier. He's going in the good tier, okay? He's not in the meh tier. I personally don't like this heart event. I don't know why. It just makes me inwardly cringe. However, looking at it objectively, it is quite cute. It is quite sweet. It's very Elliott. It's quite an Elliott event. Only he could do this. Elliott takes you in a little boat and he rows you along and he thanks you for helping him with his book. He also says afterwards that I could have done it without you though. Ugh. Anyway, then he takes you, says some sweet, beautiful, poetic words to you, confesses his feelings for you, and then gives you a little kiss in the boat. I think it's sweet. I think it's cute. It completes his little story arc. It doesn't reach very far. And for me, even with the bias, I put it aside, like him saying, I could have done it without you. You know, he's still got some vulnerability locked up in there. I mean, he is on the ocean. He does have you and he's confessing to you all this stuff. It's in a vulnerable position, but I feel like there's just other people that are a little bit more vulnerable, a little bit more opening up. You could probably argue a case that that's just Elliott. He's gonna say that, whatever. And you can argue it. That's totally fine. Please let me know in the comments if you would rank Elliott's like a heart event in the S tier, because I'm putting it in the good tier. Trying very hard to keep the bias out of it. It's hard though. And maybe you can call me on my bias here too as well, okay? I'm fine with that. That's fine. That's fine. He's in the good tier. I didn't put him in the meh tier, okay? Next up we have Emily, and her heart event, I feel like is the most spiciest. Emily? Girl, you have all the riz. Like, what? Emily is so smooth. You guys are camping in like the little secret forest thing, and it's cold outside, so Emily, you know, she like scooches closer to you and like gets close and it's like, oh, now it's warm. And then a bear comes out of the forest and you both scream and run into the tent, and then the bear kind of goes away. But when you are running into the tent, one of your sleeping bags is left out there. And Emily's like, oh no, there's just one sleeping bag. Oh, and I'm not going out there because of the bear to get the other one. So I guess we'll have to share. Emily, girl. To be honest, I feel like Emily is more for you, the farmer, to heal. She is there for your character development in healing and being yourself and feeling really good about yourself. She's just there. She's awesome. I really do love Emily a lot. I'm putting her in the good category to be non-biased. again, to be non-biased, because honestly, she blows me away about how bold, smooth she is. She could be in the S tier. But for character development and all that stuff, which I did say that's how I was ranking them, I'm putting her in the S tier because it's cute, it's sweet, it's romantic. Character development wise, she just being Emily. So good category for you, Emily. Next up, we have Emily's sister, Haley. Now, like Penny, at first glance, Haley's 10 heart event doesn't really have like that much razzle dazzle pizzazz. It's pretty short because you go into Haley's room and knock on her little like closet door thing and she's like, come on in. And she has made a little dark room for her photos. She shows you around and then Haley confesses, you confess, you guys kiss, then Haley, you know, turns off the lights. Smooth Haley, just like your sister. And that's it. That's all to the story. So you could say that, yeah, it's a really cute thing. It's quite nice. You could rank it in the good category, but thinking about it even more and watching Haley's whole character development of how you've gotten to know her, I feel like this, again, shows a huge amount of vulnerability. She is bringing you into something that she has such a passion for. You got to see it in her 8 heart event. And now she's bringing you into a place that like means a lot to her. She's opening up fully, trusting you, being honest with her feelings. And it's a huge development for Haley because literally one of her first interactions with you is, ew, you're dirty. So yeah, this is a huge, huge, huge development in her whole story arc. So I'm ranking it in the S tier. It's huge. It's huge for me. That's how I see it. Next up, we have Abigail. Listen, I love Abigail. I love her so much. I love her bravery. I love that she's a little nerd. I love her purple hair. But I feel like her 10 heart event was kind of a little bit of a letdown. Right? She is going after what she wants, you know. She's going to look in the cave. She's like, it's not too scary. And then a bunch of bats come out and scare her. She goes and cries in the corner and you comfort her. She confesses to you. You share a kiss. It's beautiful. For me, it didn't really give in terms of character development. For me, I feel like Abigail's next heart event, which is our 14th heart event, that's the one that completes the story arc for me. And that's the one that I feel really shows a lot of vulnerability between you and her. And this one, it just felt a little lackluster for me. So if we were ranking it based on the 14th heart event, she'd be in the S tier, which if you want me to rank the 14 heart events, please let me know and I'll do it. Because again, some of them, the rankings change. Abigail, S tier in the 14th heart event. So the 10th heart event, she's the meh category. It kind of was like, oh, okay, that happened. I guess we're together now. But yeah, that's how I feel about Abigail. Next up, we have sweet, 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 sweet baby Sam. Oh, Sam. Oh, baby Sam, your heart event. Oh my god. Sam gets you to meet him outside of his house at night and he brings you into his room via his bedroom window. You guys start hanging out. He's about to confess to you and then his mom, Jody, is about to walk in and he makes you hide in his bed. Jody comes in, talks to him, and then Sam's like, Mom, get out. Jody's like, oh, okay. Well, good night, Sam. The woman knows. Okay, Sam, the woman knows exactly what's going on. Not stupid. She wasn't born yesterday. Jody needs more credit. Jody needs more credit. Then Sam gets in the bed with you, confesses his feelings. You share a little kiss. It's super like teen romance kind of vibes. It's sweet. It's cute. It's in the good category. You know, it had the romantic vibes. It's a good little cute little ending to your little dating story that you have. I feel like Sam's character development really hit in his 8 heart event. You know, he has his little band go off. It's a great time. So this kind of is like just like a little bit of an extra of like, oh, she came and watched my band. I guess I love her. But yeah, so it's in the good category. It's very cute. It's very sweet. It really hit the feels for the story. In terms of character development, not much there. Still silly little goofy vibes from Sam. Next up, we have Leah. Love Leah, you know, we've been to her art show in her 8 heart event. She's showcased her art towards everyone, really opened herself up to the town, to you, really expressing herself and expressing her art. She feels more confident in herself. And so she invites you to dinner and you guys are sharing a little dinner in the forest together, having a sweet little time. She confesses her feelings for you, thanks you for, you know, helping her gain the confidence with her art. You guys share a little kiss and then You're rudely interrupted by her ex, Kel, who's like, what the heck, Leah? I want you back. Come back to the city. I'm lonely without you. And then our girl, Leah, stands up for herself and she's like, Kel, get away from me. You never supported my art, but the farmer did. And I like living here because I can do my art and do my thing and I don't need you. I don't need you at all in my life. And then Kel, he moves to like get Leah to bring her back, and you step up and you either talk to Kel or you punch Kel in the face. And I always go for the punching in the face. I don't like Kel. Kel's a piece of work. Literal dirtbag. Let my girl Leah do her art. Anyway, then Leah's like, oh my gosh, that was violent. Let's go somewhere else. And you guys go off, spend some time alone together. This is in the S class because this is huge for Leah. She stands up for herself and her art and is confident in who she is to her ex. Her ex always brought her down, didn't believe in her art, didn't believe in her dreams, and she is standing up for herself finally and truly believes in herself. And you get to witness that and you get to be there for her in that moment. It's a really wonderful cutscene, and it's kind of inspirational as well, a little bit. I really love watching it and being like, yeah, you go, girl. I'm really happy for you. You believe in yourself. Your art is great. You're so special. And if people are going to tell you you're not and bring you down, they don't deserve your time. So punch them in the face or not. You can also just leave. just walk away. In real life, you should probably just walk away. You can visually think about punching them in the face. Imagination, greatest tool right there. I rank this S tier. Absolutely. Next up, we have Shane. Now Shane, sweet baby Shane. When I first watched his cutscene, this 10 event cutscene, I was like, great, you're taking me to the game. It's awesome. Okay, cool. So romantic. I love this right now. A great time. I really felt like his character development in the 8 heart event was huge. His blue chickens, him believing in himself, like turning a corner, really finding his passion. That was the thing that I thought was way bigger than his 10 heart event. So originally, I was gonna put him in the meh class. I was like, okay, this is cute, I guess, whatever. And then, like Penny and Haley, I thought about it a little bit. Shane is being hugely vulnerable at this point. He's bringing you to something that he truly loves, and he is apologizing for all of the stuff that you've had to deal with him. And in a way, that's huge for him. He's really reflective, he's sorry, and he's trying to show you that he's changed and that he's happy and that it was because of you that did that all for him and that he's grateful for it. And for Shane, who started off with like literally dismissing you and being so rude, not finding joy in life, not finding any hope, and then now in his character arc really being sweet and kind, being reflective, apologizing, confessing his feelings for you. That's huge for Shane. That's absolutely huge for Shane. And after thinking about it, I'm like, actually, this is a really sweet cutscene. This is really beautiful, and it's wonderful to see it. And so I have to put him in the S tier for it. It's huge for him and his character development. So yeah, S tier for Shane. And the final cutscene that we are going to be ranking today, the final character, and I'm gonna say I'm biased on this one, but also I have facts to back it up, okay? I have the facts to back it up, so just wait. It is Sebastian's cutscene. We are ranking it in the S tier. Let's set the scene first before I say my facts, okay? You arrive up in the mountains at nighttime. Sebastian, he's got his motorcycle out. He's like, hop on, let's go for a ride. Absolutely I am. I'm going on a ride with Sebastian at nighttime. Absolutely I am. Get on a little motorcycle, you go for a ride with Sebastian. You end up looking over Zuzu City. He's like, I don't bring very many people up here. You're special. Dang right, I'm special, Sebastian. You're looking out over Zuzu City and he asks you, yeah, what do you feel when you look at the city? The response he's looking for from you is, it gives me a strange, sad feeling, because Sebastian is also feeling that when he's looking at the city. He's always wanted to go to the city. He keeps telling you that's where he wants to go. That's where he wants to leave this place and go live in the city. And I know there are a lot of people that argue and like say when you marry Sebastian, he doesn't get to go to do his dream of living in the city. And I feel like that's actually incorrect. At least for me, I don't feel like Sebastian wants to go to live in the city for his dreams. Like, I don't feel like Sebastian's dream is to go live in Zuzu City. I feel like Sebastian is truly searching for acceptance and love. He's searching for someone to accept him and to love him. And maybe going out into Zuzu City, he'll be able to find that. But then you, the farmer, show up and you show him that he can be who he is, that you accept him for who he is, that you love him for who he is, that you truly see him. And that's all he needs. He can stay in this town. He doesn't need to leave because he's found you. He's found his dream. And I feel like this story arc really shows that. He's being super vulnerable, being open and honest with you, and he's showing his true self. And you accept it fully. And he confesses his feelings for you, shares a little kiss. It's super sweet. And that's why I rank it in the S tier. It's a huge character development for him. Also, it's super sweet, super romantic, and I really love it a lot. I just love Sebastian so much. So yeah, that's my ranking for the 10 heart events for the Bachelor and Bachelorettes. I want to hear your thoughts on the ranking though. What do you think? Do you think that things need to be switched around? What's your favorite 10 heart event as well? You don't have to justify it in this little ranking. If you have a favorite heart event and you love it and it's close to your heart, I want to hear about it because it's special to you and that matters to me a lot. You know? And let me know if you want me to rank the 14 heart events. I can totally do that. There's some really good ones in there. Like I alluded to Abigail. She's got a huge 14 heart event that really solidifies her character development and one that I truly love. But that's it for now. And remember, if you like this video, please give it a big thumbs up because it helps and I appreciate you for it. And remember, you got this. Go play some Stardew Valley and have some fun. Okay? Bye!